Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about some super exciting products coming out on the market that I am over the moon about. It's going to be sort of like a will I buy it video, except from the get-go I can tell you that majority of the products I'm going to talk about today I will be buying. In particular, the new Pat McGrath collection that is coming out tomorrow, June 1st. I am super pumped for this one, and so I'll be telling you exactly what I'm buying. In today's video, we'll talk about the Cosmos palette from Anastasia. We'll touch on the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona, and then I also want to talk about some blushes that I have my eye on, but I also have some concerns about. So stay tuned so you can get my thoughts on all of this newness. If you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and let's go ahead and get started. As I said, this video is going to be about a few specific items that I am very excited about rather than a will I buy it video that is more broad. The first thing I want to focus on is the new Pat McGrath collection, and of course you can find every single product I'm going to be talking about in today's video listed and linked down below in the description box. So if you are interested in shopping for these products, please shop using the links I'm leaving you right down there. Whenever you shop my links, you are helping out my channel. So the new Pat McGrath cream blush collection comes out tomorrow, June 1st. Maybe you're watching this video June 1st and it's already out. And this collection has a new formula of blushes from Pat McGrath. They are gel stick blushes. They have 6 different shades, and I am going to scoot over this way so I can show you all of them and tell you which ones I am interested in. The collection also has a new eyeshadow quad that I am very excited about. And so let me stop blabbing, let me just start showing you things. Here's a picture of the Divine Blush Legendary Glow Color Balm. I am very excited about this new formula because it looks to be like a sheer-ish type of blush that gives you a bit of color and a lot of glow to the cheek. I have been kind of in a fight with highlighter as of lately. I rarely use highlighter anymore. It has to be a special occasion, and so I've been preferring a glowy cheek that isn't necessarily shiny, and so I feel like this formula might give me just that. The shades are Peach Lotus, which is a soft peach coral, Paradise Peony, which is a warm pink coral, Divine Rose, which is a soft rose color, and then the deeper shades are Fleurotique, Rich Cool Rose. This warm one is called Sun-Kissed Seduction, which is a warm sienna, and then Forbidden Fleur, which is a rich berry color. I am of course interested in trying this formula, and I plan to stay on the lighter half of the shades of blush because I am super conservative when it comes to blush application. I like my blush to sort of look like it does today. Just a hint of rosy tone to the cheek, but that isn't overpowering. One of the shades I think I want to try, and the darkest shade that I'm going to try, is Divine Rose, just because it's described as a soft rose color, and if these are as sheer as I expect them to be, I do feel like I'm actually going to really enjoy this shade. So Divine Rose is going to be a yes for me. And then Paradise Peony, I'm thinking I might skip on because it's described as a warm pink coral. The pink coral part of it I like, but the warm part of it maybe makes me think like it's going to be a bit too orange, a bit too yellowish on me. So I'm unsure about Paradise Peony versus Peach Lotus. Peach Lotus, like I said, is described as a soft peach coral, which coral also makes me think maybe it's a bit too warm for me. Here's what the swatches look side by side. And actually, I think based on these swatches, the one that looks less warm to me, the one that I think I might like better, the one that's more a true peachy type of shade, is Paradise Peony. So I came into this video thinking I was going to go for Peach Lotus, but I think I might go for Paradise Peony. If you have an opinion on which one of these I should get, I welcome it down below in the comment section, because I'm not sure if I want Paradise Peony or Peach Lotus. Peach Lotus might be a bit too warm for me, so I think maybe I'll do Paradise Peony, and then for sure I'll do Divine Rose. if you have a darker complexion than me and you like your blushes to be a little bit more potent, I really love the shade Fleur. I feel like that shade is going to be beautiful on a dark complexion, and if your skin is really deep, Forbidden Fleur looks like an absolutely gorgeous shade as well. I am so intrigued about this formula. These blushes, by the way, are going to retail for $29, which is definitely not bad for Pat McGrath. Now, I did see that the actual packaging of these blushes is a bit on the less luxurious side, we'll say. It looks more like, I have the perfect example. Here's a luxuriously packaged Pat McGrath lipstick versus a not super luxuriously packaged Pat McGrath lipstick. The packaging of the new blushes looks more like this type of packaging to me rather than this more luxurious, more weighted type of package, which I'm thinking might be the reason why these aren't like $40 and instead they are $29. So personally, if the formula inside the blush is good, I'm happy paying $29 for something that looks a bit more like this rather than this. Before I move on from this item, please let me know Peach Lotus or Paradise Peony, because I am not sure. I'm thinking Paradise Peony, we shall see. And by the way, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m, keep an eye out on my stories and my community page, because I will be linking this collection as soon as it releases and giving you the VIP discount code with which you can save 10% off of this collection. Moving on to the Skin Fetish Highlighter Plus Balm Duo right here. She has this product in a bunch of other colors. I mean, some of them are sold out, but she has released this particular product before, and none of the colors she's had before has ever piqued my interest enough. However, this one did. It might also be the super beautiful packaging, I don't know. But I really, really love the way this one looks. It is basically a highlighter duo. Take a look right here at what the swatches of it look like. Even the shade that to me at first looked more like it was going to be a blush at first, because I'm not super familiar with this product. I thought it was going to be half blush, half highlighter, but it's not. The shade that looked blushy to me is more like an iridescent, clearish type of highlighter that has some peachy looking sparkles in there, and so I'm very, very interested in trying that one. And then the other highlighter, I believe, comes in every single one of these that she's ever released, and it's more of like a clear balm type of highlighter. Like I said, I have not tried any of these before, so I'm not sure if I like that formula or not. I know that they're not the most popular, but hopefully maybe with this new one that can change. Hopeful thinking. The point is, this really sparked my attention this time around. I feel like it was a great idea to release a new one of these with the new stick blushes. It definitely feels like it's going to be a perfect pair type of thing, and so I am very, very intrigued about this one, and I am going to be purchasing it. This, by the way, retails for $58, so definitely a pretty penny. Hopefully it is worth the investment. We'll see. Not on the cheap side, but I have high hopes for this highlighter, especially because, like I said, I've been fighting with highlighter as of lately. I feel like powder highlighters is not where it's at for me anymore, and so I am being very, very hopeful about this highlighter duo stick situation. So next, let's talk about the eyeshadow quad, which is definitely the product that I am most excited about as the Pat McGrath quads addict that I am, okay? This quad looks divine. It looks glorious. It looks beautiful. I am definitely getting my hands on this one. The quad is going to retail for $62. It is called the Luxe Shadow Quad in Passion Fleur, and it's got 3 metallic shades and 1 really beautiful, very, very stunning matte. The matte is called Plum Nocturne, and even though I feel like it kind of looks sort of kind of similar to some other plummy mattes that Pat McGrath has released in the past, off the top of my head, I can't think of one that is truly similar to this one. I do feel like this plum matte is going to be different enough within the Pat McGrath eyeshadow collection. That is my opinion. It looks different enough to me. Most of the other shades that she has that are kind of like this are more burgundy rather than this cool tone plum type of shade. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, but I do feel like this one is different enough. Then we have some metallic shades that aren't that different. In particular, the peach metallic shade, which is called Rose Fire Glow. I feel like we do have very similar shades to that one within the Pat McGrath line already. Just like we do shades like Sienna Moonlight, are they going to be spectacularly beautiful shimmer shades? I certainly believe so. However, I just don't think that these two particular shades are the most unique. The last shade I have to talk about is the shade Skin Show Pink Dawn. And even though this is one of those shades that Pat McGrath makes that just is the perfect inner corner, center of the eyelid shade, and she has a lot of very similar ones to this one, I feel like none of them are quite as cool-toned rose pink as this one seems to be. So personally, I am excited about it. Do I have very similar shades to this one in my collection in like maybe other palettes? I probably do, but not Pat McGrath shades, you know? That is going to be the difference there. The main thing I'm excited about when it comes to this quad though is definitely that plum matte. I think it looks beautiful, and knowing Pat McGrath's formula, this matte is going to be super richly pigmented, but you're also going to be able to diffuse it like crazy to like blend it out into nothingness on the crease of your eye for the most beautiful blown out smoky eye. This is definitely how this palette plays out in my mind. Very excited about it. And I also love that she brought back that beautiful pink hard lacquered plastic packaging for this palette. My mothership number 7, I believe it is, has the limited edition packaging that looks like this new quad, and I absolutely love it. I love when Pat does limited edition plastic cases to her palettes. I know it's just packaging, but I truly think it makes them that much interesting. If this palette were to be in her regular black packaging, I just don't think it would be as exciting as it is, to be completely honest with you. I'm actually going to do a picture and put it right there. What do you think? Anyways, so this is everything that I'll be shopping from this new Pat McGrath collection. I am super excited for tomorrow to purchase it, and I'm excited for when the products arrive so that I can test it all out for you. Everything is already on her website, so check the links down below and take a look at the bundles that you can get, because Pat McGrath not only does a initial 10% off of your purchase when she releases something new, but she also bundles things together for a bit of extra saving. So for example, instead of getting each blush for $29, you can get 2 shades for $50. I might do that, or I might do this other bundle which has the highlighter duo, which I want, the palette, which I also want, and then one of the blushes for $125, and then I would just have to add the other one blush separately. I have to do the math and see what makes more sense for me, if it's better for me to get this trio plus the blush, or if I'm better off getting the blush duo and then these items individually. I'll do the math before tomorrow so that I'm ready for the release. There is other bundles on the website, so definitely check out the link I'm leaving you down below. The next product I want to talk about is a new palette from Anastasia. I have been showing you this palette over on my Instagram stories for the past few days, and I am super excited about it. Will I buy the new Cosmos palette from Anastasia? I totally would if I had to, but I don't think I have to. The day that this palette was announced or leaked, I actually think somebody sent me a story of an influencer that had gotten it, talking about it before Anastasia officially announced it. So that same day I had gotten a shipping notification from Anastasia on my email saying that the palette would be here June 1st. So I'm very excited for tomorrow, because I believe, I'm 99.9% sure that that package from Anastasia that is arriving tomorrow, the day that the palette launches, has the palette in it. And so thankfully I don't have to purchase this one myself, which is amazing for me, mostly in terms of having the palette as soon as possible so that I can upload a video reviewing it for you. So I know exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be sitting here with my face almost done, except my eyes, waiting for that package to arrive so that I can film a review video as soon as possible. Take a look right here at this fabulous picture of the palette swatched. I am a die-hard fan of light, colorful sparkles on the eyelid. I absolutely love them. So this Cosmos palette is right up my alley. It has some stunning nude and neutral matte colors to put on the crease of the eye, which I absolutely love. And then it's got a beautiful array of colorful pastel shimmery glittery shades to put in the center of the eyelid. If you've watched my recent videos, you know that that is exactly the type of eye look that I've been doing for the past few weeks. That is definitely the vibe for this summer, and so I'm super excited to get my hands on this palette and see what I can do with it. Besides doing a initial video reviewing it, I do plan on also doing a 5 looks 1 palette with this one. The 5 looks 1 palettes are back, okay? I feel like I haven't done one in quite a while because no palette had been grabbing my interest enough. I almost did a 5 looks 1 palette on the new collection from Autumn's Eye because I do really love those, but it's 2 different palettes, so then that would have been a lot, right? Anyways, I digress. The Cosmos palette, definitely getting a 5 looks 1 palette. And I'll also see what I can do with the darker shades that the palette has, because even though my vibe has definitely been the lighter part of this palette's color story, there is some really nice intense shades in that palette that we can also take advantage of, like the color Galaxy and the color Dark Matter. Very, very intrigued about it. I've been misinforming you. I thought this palette launched tomorrow, June 1st, but it doesn't launch tomorrow, June 1st. It launches on the 6th. So 5 more days. By the time it launches, hopefully you guys will have my video reviewing this one. Maybe the 5 looks 1 palette can go up on the day of the launch so that I can remind you guys. My favorite picture I've seen with this palette, 100% this one right here. That eye look is everything. That shimmer light blue on that inner half of that eye look is everything. I am so excited about this palette, okay? Super excited. I might just be more excited about this Cosmos palette from Anastasia than the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona. I know, I just said that. I did, I'm sorry. But here's why. I did a live video the other day telling you my first impressions on the Yucca palette, which by the way, I am going to purchase and I think it looks stunning. I'm excited that there are metallic shades in that palette from Natasha. Thank you very much. But the first thing I think of when I see the Yucca palette is fall, and so I feel like I've been more so in the mood for Cosmos lately as far as my eye looks are concerned that I have been for Yucca. However, Yucca has already been bought. The link to pre-order it is down below in the description box if you're interested. From my Natasha Denona link down there, you can get a 15% off. So I'll leave you the code for 15% off of the Natasha Denona website down in the description box. All of the information down in the description box, so check it out. Anyways, the Yucca palette has been pre-ordered by me. Very excited for it to arrive. It says it arrives June 2nd, so I will be here waiting for it, waiting to do a review and a couple of looks with that Yucca palette as soon as it arrives. And of course, that palette is also getting a 5 looks 1 palette from me because I am also very, very excited about that one. These 3 things I just talked about are the top 3 releases that I wanted to talk about in today's video. If you want to hear my first impressions on the Yucca palette and kind of a breakdown of everything I thought about when I first saw it, please check out the last video I uploaded, which was a first impressions on that palette. Giving you guys all of my thoughts and giving you all of my excitement about it too, because I am pumped for it. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already. But very, very excited about all 3 of these releases. Now, I did have something else I wanted to talk about today, and that is all of the freaking blushes that are coming out on the market right now, because I wanted to try them all when I didn't know that they were all coming out at once. So I talked to you guys about the NARS liquid blushes, which are now available at Sephora, and I am definitely very intrigued to try them. I want to try them. But then I also want to try the new Mario blushes, which are also now available at Sephora, right? But then I also wanted to try the Dior Backstage blushes, which are now available at Sephora as well. All of them linked down below if you're interested. So my little heart and mind are confused as to which one to try and which one to try first, I believe Say Beauty also launched new blushes very recently. Oh, we also have these Valentino liquid blushes right here I'm personally also interested in. It's called a liquid lip and blush, but it says blush, qualifies as blush to me. Lots of different blushes coming out at once, and so I truly don't know from all of those what the heck to try first. So if you have any thoughts, vote on your favorite blush down below that you want me to try first, and I'll go grab whichever one wins because I'm confused. Eventually I think I'm going to try them all, but it just might take me a few videos to get through them all. Don't forget to let me know which shade of the Pat McGrath blush I should get down below, and also let me know what you think about the new Anastasia Cosmos palette. Personally, very excited about it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Also, don't leave without subscribing to my channel because I will be uploading a lot of content on everything that I talked about today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.